Hey, welcome back to the Sawmill, everybody. My name's Bill. This is Pirate Solutions Forestry. We got a couple of black locust logs to mill today, but I wanted to talk a little bit about work gloves. I had to go out and get a new pair of work gloves because my hands have been getting torn up. I went over, I helped a new Norwood customer that just bought a new HD38 hydraulic who doesn't live far from here. I was helping them set up their mill and get it cutting right. It's cutting beautifully. There are a couple little issues, but it's cutting beautifully right now. And I had to coil and uncoil a couple of bands over there, bleeding through my gloves, cutting the crap out of my hands. I had to do a job yesterday, cut the crap out of my hands. So today, this morning, I decided to go out and grab a new pair of gloves, and I want to show you, give you my opinion of what I think the best gloves are for doing, let's just call it forestry work. Okay, keep in mind, I'm not climbing trees and up in harnesses and things like that. However, I'm running chainsaws, running sawmills, cutting up stuff, splitting wood, loading wood, moving wood, most of what goes on in a forestry business other than, say, climbing trees and having to deal with rope wrenches and zigzags and things like that. And those guys would be better if you're a climber to tell you what to wear. However, I mean, I have had some experience with that, and I think that the gloves that I wear would still work great. But I'm going to show you what I had in my truck. What I have next to me right here is just what I had in my truck. I didn't go scour the house to grab other pairs. This is just what was in my vehicle. And you can never have enough lying around because you always leave a pair somewhere or something. You need a pair for something stupid. You got to chain a machine down on your trailer, or you don't want to be handling rusty chain binders and chains or whatever it is, but you cannot have enough of them. So with no further ado, and say hi to Danny. Hi, Danny. There's Danny hanging over there. He went to the vet yesterday. He's not happy. I'll get your view down, and I'll explain a little bit about why I use what I use and what I do use. Just gonna get a closer look here. So I think that you can probably tell from this view that I have a favorite. My God, you get the thing sitting on the ground. To tell you, I know you can't see my face right now, but it's more important to see the gloves. To tell you that I have a favorite is true. I do have a favorite. It's from years of working in the field and wearing out gloves. And I have tried everything, right down to standard, leather cowhide gloves. Now, so that you don't have to hang on for 10 months to figure this out, I'll talk about why after, and I'll tell you what my favorite is now. But my favorite are these Husqvarna technical gloves. I'll show you some that I've worn out. And I'm going to tell you why after, but 9 people out of 10 are going to be like, oh, I just want to see what he recommends. And I also, let's see, I have these firm grips. These come from Home Depot. I like the way they fit, but rather than talking about why and what, I'll do that after I tell you, show you my new ones, and we talk about price and stuff like that. I do have a pair of Carhartt that are in my truck. And again, I hope you can see a theme here. If you notice that none of these are all winter gloves, none of these are really thick winter gloves, and there's a theme there and a reason why. And then these are one of those mechanics wear set. So hopefully you can see I wear them out pretty good. So here's my new pair that I got today. I buy them a size tight, so these are mediums. It might say something about my prowess in overall size. These are $40 gloves. Originally, when I first started buying these, which was years ago, I'll back you up a little bit. When I first started buying these, which was years ago, they were a little expensive. But what's happened now is that all the prices on everything have come up so much, they're not expensive anymore. So it makes the decision easy. If I'm going to go to Home Depot and buy a pair of these for $30 to $40, these, you know, garbage junk gloves, then it makes the decision to buy these easy. Years ago when these were $12, it was a different story, but now everything's so expensive that, you know, you can't go into a place and get gloves for under 25 bucks and you're buying shit. I do not like thick winter gloves. Even if it's cold out, I wear these. The reason being is I need the dexterity in the fingers. The reason that I buy them a size tight is that I need the ability in these to, I want, first of all, to coin the phrase, I like them to fit like a glove. They will stretch. And I need the dexterity to be able to reach into a tool belt to pull screws out, or, you know, so on and so forth. So I don't like thicker gloves. These have lasted me the longest and stayed useful the longest of any pair that I've ever worn. And like I said, I've worn everything from just straight lambskin down to, you know, all the mechanics brands, all these firm grip brands. I've tried them all. I think I got these Carhartt ones for Christmas one time, and these are paper thin that just would never last. But these are great for day-to-day, going in a tool belt, having to work. I wouldn't say that they give you any warmth value, but they last the longest of anything that I use. And when mine don't last, and I'll show you what happens to me, why I have 9,000 holes in my hands right now, is when mine don't last, these big shop sawmill bands poke holes in me. They find whatever hole you have in your gloves and they will stick through it, and the next thing you know, I've got wherever my hole is, I've got blood pouring out. This is the only time doing this, handling sawmill bands, that I need a pair that doesn't have any holes in it. And that's one of the reasons why I keep, you know, one of you wanted to ask, why do you keep all your old ones? Well, one of the reasons is that most jobs that I do, the old ones are fine. You know, if I'm just cutting firewood or handling logs, things like that, outside framing, or, you know, actually the holes work in my favor when I'm framing and stuff because I can get my fingers through and grab screws. But when I'm handling sawmill bands, if I have a hole in the glove, the tooth on the band is going to go right through it, cut me wide open, and I'll be dripping and having to go bandage it up. So that is why I need a pair of gloves like this. You know, some people are going to say, well, Jesus. Hey, Ralph, what's happening? Hold on one sec. Come on down.
I didn't know you were doing a video.
Doing a video on Husqvarna gloves.
There you go.
Oh, Danny's over there. Here, guys, say hi to Ralph. What's up, Ralph? I'm gonna pause you guys 1 second, and I'll be back with you.
Oh, no.
Oh, snap. Your bands flying all over the place. Yeah, so you guys got to see Ralph, the tree guy. That's Ralph Alfieri. If any of you follow me and from down this area, Alfieri Tree Services, A-L-F-I-E-R-I, Tree Services. He's up and coming and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. He's done a hell of a job. Terrific company. They got all the equipment. He brings me most of my logs, along with I got, let's see, Herb McAdams, another guy you could look up. Herb brings me stuff time to time. Some of the oak I cut the other day, some of the cedar I have lying around. Chris Saunders, he brings me stuff from time to time. Those are guys in my area, so if you're on Cape Cod looking for a tree company, you can look up any of the three of them and see who can get to you in time. Ralph says he's slammed. This is kind of our summer slowdown, so to speak. If people that are doing, you know, kind of woodworking project kind of stuff, they're slowing down. But anyway, we'll get back to gloves because I'm gonna mill these logs. So what mostly I'm doing, like I was saying, is handling sawmill bands and cutting the shit out of my hands. These gloves are great for this. I don't have to think about anything. I don't have to worry about it poking through like some of the thinner brands, say like those Carhartt gloves or the mechanics gloves that are kind of thinner brands. These bands are poking through that. And like I was talking about, at one point in time, it was kind of like a luxury item because they were $40 a piece. But now, it's not that way anymore. Everything's kind of expensive, so you might as well buy what works. And these Husqvarna gloves work very, very, very well. They fit very well. I have dexterity in my hands. I can grab small things, all that stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to tension up this band. I've already got everything lubed and ready to go. Beautiful, perfect tracking, perfectly smooth. I'm going to get my covers on. I'm going to get a log on this mill. I got to cut this one log off. Cut a couple feet off the end here, and I'll get a log up on the mill. And the next time you guys see me, we will be milling. I'll try to cut down on your watch time. But anyway, Husqvarna. It's what they look like. It's what the palms look like. They performance, the technical gloves, and they're about $40 a piece. And in my extensive experience, I'm not talking about limited experience here. I'm talking about extensive experience in wearing work gloves. These Husqvarna are the best. And I've tried everything. If I thought it would work, I've tried it. So I hope that helps, and next time I see you, we'll be milling. For now, it's Pirate Solutions and Danny out.